as the lights go down and the field is set. Batten down the hatches and hold on tight, race fans. This is war. Going green out of 4. Aiken on the inside. Clouser on the high side. Green flag waves. We're racing down the front straightaway at Lucas Oil Speedway. Night number 1 of the 10th annual Jesse Hockett-McMillin Memorial. Through 1 and off of 2, it's going to be Mario Speedwagon. Clouser out to the early advantage as we go into 3 and 4. Off of turn 4. Car number 6, Mario Klauser, going to lead lap number 1, followed by the 32 of Garrett Aiken. The 31, Joe B. Miller down to the inside of the 20G of Noah Gas. 3 wide, thought about it, don't think so. Down the back straightaway, Miller going to pull even with the 32 of Garrett Aiken. Side by side on the exit of 4. 31 of Joe B. Miller going to have the preferred line. New second place contender. Miller up to the runner-up spot right behind car number 6 of Mario Klauser. Klauser stretching him out down the back straightaway. Man on the move, the 11W. Wyatt Burks flying to the front. Pulling wheel to wheel with the 20G of Noah Gas. It's Burks with the line, and he's up to 4th as caution flag comes out onto the racing surface. One car up. Klauser leading us back to green. He's on the gas heavy on the exit of turn number 4, but Joe B. Miller right there, not fooled. Miller going to look to the inside in turns number 1 and 2, kind of putting Klauser up on the high line. Drag race out of 2. Klauser with a good run. He's got the lead into 3 and 4. It's Klauser, Miller, and Aiken, your top 3. Back behind them, we're side by side for 4th and 5th. The 11W Wyatt Burks, the 20G Noah Gas. Gas going to have it at the line. 37 of Brian Beebe making his way to the front, and here comes Q. Quentin Benson in that car number 311 as Noah Gas trying to get a good run up into the top 3. Pulling wheel to wheel as 4 wide through turn number 4. 20G of Noah Gas going from 5th to 3rd in one corner. 37 of Brian Beebe kind of pinned right in between him and the 32 of Garrett Aiken. So Beebe now up to the 4th spot. Aiken going to be passed on the inside and the outside by the 311 of Q. Quentin Benson and the 11W of Wyatt Burks. Back up front, it's still that car number 6, Mario Klauser, your leader. Joe B. Miller in car number 31 sitting 2nd. The 37 of Brian Beebe now with a podium run getting around the 20G of Noah Gas. Beebe looking for more real estate up on the high side of the 31 of Joe B. Miller. Not quite there. Klauser, Joe B. Miller, Brian Beebe, Noah Gas, and the 311 of Q. Quentin Benson. Now Benson rounding out your top 5. One driver taking it topside through turns number 1 and 2. Yeah, as we go into turns number 3 and 4, not a whole lot changing. It's Klauser, Joe B., and the 37 of Brian Beebe, Noah Gas, and Quentin Benson rounding out your top 5. High side hustling. Keep an eye on that car number 9 of Zimmerman. Zimmerman running an extreme high line. The only one really stepping out top shelf as we have a battle for the lead. Joe B. Miller going to take it topside in turns number 1 and 2. Cut the corner, get a good run down the back straightaway. He's going to be wheel to wheel with Klauser. Going into turns number 3 and 4. Klauser going to shut the door on the 31 of Joe B. Miller. It's Klauser, Miller, and here comes the 37 of Brian Beebe. The 20G Noah Gas. And car number 9W of Justin Zimmerman is on a rail, cracking into the top 5 from starting 10th row outside. Keep an eye on the 9W of Justin Zimmerman as he makes his way to the front, running an extremely high side maneuvers for that car number 9W of Zimmerman. Up front, Klauser, your leader, side by side for 2nd, but it's going to be the 31 of Joe B. Miller with a good run down the back straightaway, separating himself from the 37 of Brian Beebe. Car number 9W of Zimmerman now running into the 4th spot as the 20G of Noah Gas, rounding out our top 5. 311 of Q. Quentin Benson is right there going into turns number 1 and 2, and now down the back straightaway with our leader Klauser separating himself from the field. Has about a 4, 5, 6 car length lead advantage over that car number 31 of Joe B. Miller. Cross flags at the flag stand halfway through the feature with the 6 of Mario Klauser. Yokohama Tires on the side leading the way. Klauser at the point, Miller in 2nd, Brian Beebe running 3rd, Justin Zimmerman in the 9W all the way up from Athens, Texas, running his way up to 4th as the 20G Noah Gass rounding out our top 5. 311 of Q, Quentin Benson, and quite the battle with the 33M of Matt Westfall. Westfall running the inside line. Now Q, Quentin Benson going to pull it down low line as well. Laps ticking away. We may be dealing with lap traffic momentarily. It's Klauser by about a half a straightaway advantage over second and third, who are wheel to wheel, locked in quite the duel for that runner-up position. The 31, Joe B. Miller, and the 37 of Brian Beebe. Beebe on the high side. Miller pinned to the low line going through turns number 3 and 4. Off of 4, Beebe going to have momentum that carries himself into that number 2 spot with Joe B. with a huge wheelie down the front straightaway. As they're battling in front of them, 4th and 5th are battling, as well as, just a little bit of contact on the exit of 2 between the 20G and Noah Gass and the 9W of Justin Zimmerman. Matt Westfall right there and making his presence felt. Car number 24 LRC of the captain, Chris Morgan, mounting the charge to the front. Riley Kreisel checking into the top 10 as well. Laps ticking away as it's still car number 6, Mario Klauser, 18 laps in the books this time by Klauser, pulling up on the tail tank of car number 73, Samuel Wagner. Wagner trying to stay on the lead lap. It's Klauser taking it on the high line as he has about a 2-corner advantage over that car number 37 of Brian Beebe. Beebe sitting comfortably in second as Joe B. Miller rounds out the podium, and a bunch of cars battling for position. The 20G Noah Gass sitting in 4th. The 9W Justin Zimmerman. The 33M of Matt Westfall. The 24 LRC as contact off 2 is going to spin the 9W of Justin Zimmerman around. Puts it through the spin cycle, coming to rest on the inside of the back straightaway. Justin Zimmerman putting it through the spin cycle and is not happy. Driver going up across the racetrack, steering wheel in hand, getting the number 1 signal. Looking for the green, exit of 4. It's waving. Clouser with a good run down the front straightaway as we're side by side for second and third. Joe B. Miller down to the inside of the 37 of Brian Beebe. Not quite there, but he's going to have a good run trying to stay even with that car number 37 entering into turns 3 and 4. 3 wide battle for the lead, but it's going to be the 6. Mario Klauser riding the high side, maintaining the lead, but the 37 of Brian Beebe not going away. Beebe thought about a slide job, kind of had to get into the binders to avoid contact, and here comes Joe B. Joe B. Miller going to throw his nose down to the low line as Klauser kind of chopping off the corner on the 37 of Beebe. It's Klauser, Beebe, Joe B. Miller, Matt Westfall, and the captain, Chris Morgan, and here comes Wyatt Burks. Burks running that high side, but it's not quite there for him. Top 5 going to separate from the field as Wyatt Burks and the 311 of Q, Quentin Benson, trying to stay in front of the 91 of Riley Kreisel. Laps ticking away, 22 in the books this time by with car number 6, Mario Klauser, your leader. He's got about an 8-10 car length advantage over the 37 of Brian Beebe as we go into turns 3 and off of 4. 2 more times around the diamond of the dirt track. Klauser, your leader. Beebe in second. 3rd and 4th are side by side with the captain, Chris Morgan, and the 31 of Joe B. Miller. Matt Westfall back to 5th as Riley Kreisel coming up to the 6th spot, looking wheel to wheel with the 33M of Matt Westfall. White flag in the air one more time around through turns number 1 and 2. It's car number 6, Mario Klauser, down the back straightaway. Has about a half a straightaway advantage over the 37 of Brian Beebe. He's through 3 and all 4, picking up the win here on night number 1 at Lucas Oil Speedway. It's car number 6, Mario Speedwagon, Mario Klauser. Second place goes to car number 37 of Brian Beebe. Third place to the 24 LRC of the captain, Chris Morgan.
Heritage Innocent on your front row. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 25 trips around the Diamond and Dirt Tracks, because race fans, this is what you've saved your lunch money for. Night number 1 of the Hockett-McMillin Memorial is underway. Off into turns 1 and 2, 3 wide for the race lead. Looking to the outside on the cushion. He's going to have it. It will be the 3 of Jennington leading. The 20 to Scott Boguski falls to second. The 47 exit Dylan Westbrook right now running in third. Side by side throughout the field as they come around to the front straightaway. Mark Smith running in fourth. Your top 5 right now, running out with the 14 of Jordan Mallett. Mallett trying to look to the inside of the M1. Battle for the second spot in front of him. Westbrook to the inside of the 20 to Scott Boguski. He will have the run of the advantage. Boguski going to try to turn it underneath him as they make their way up at turn number 4. It will be Westbrook with the advantage. Boguski settles into that third spot. The M1 of Mark Smith running in 4th. Jordan Mallett in 5th. Jonathan Cornell in 6th. Sam Haferteep in 7th. Tyler Thomas in 8th. Jeff Swindell in 9th. And Roger Crockett right now running out your top 10 as I work to the back straightaway. Crockett working that inside line to the outside, trying to make something happen. The 23 of Seth Bergman. Bergman was 11th the last time around. Now picking up positions in this one. He's going to pick up 2 to the 9th spot. Going to work on the 91T of Tyler Thomas on the back straightaway. Go back to your race leader. It will be Jennington in the 3. Trying to pick up his first career national tour victory right now, sitting nicely to do so. Mark Smith, meanwhile, the driver on the move in this one. The M1 moving up into the second spot, working that low line, getting around the 47 of Dylan Westbrook. So Smith from 5th up to 2nd now. Westbrook back to 3rd. Sitting in 4th, that's going to be the 14 of Jordan Mallett. The 20 of Scott Boguski, your pole sitter, slipping back to 5th. Sitting in 6th is going to be the 28C of Jonathan Cornell. Sam Haferteep Jr. closing to his back bumper, now trying to get by. Looking to the outside is the 23 of Seth Bergman. Bergman up on the cushion, just letting that thing pedal as hard as he can right now. Loses a little bit of ground to the front straightaway as we'll have one driver exiting stage right, not catching the car number on it, but we will stay green as Jennington starts to find the back of the field. The 11A, the first driver, Austin O'Neill, in danger going a lap down, currently running in the 24th position. The driver that pulled off was the 95 of Matt Covington. Covington's night coming to an early close here as Mark Smith, we'll see if lap traffic plays to his favor here. Jennington around the bottom now, looking to the back bumper of the 9 to Chase Randall. He's going to work to the outside of him down the back straight. Oh no, contact. Randall right rear to left front. Jennington having to get out of the throttle. That's going to open the door for Mark Smith. The Mach 1 chassis number M1 going to roll right by for the race lead. It is Mark Smith to the lead. Jennington trying to come back after him. Gets loose at the exit of turn number 2. Going to lose a half a straightaway to him now as they work into turns 3 and 4. It is Smith with the lead. Jennington trying to keep the car loaded up underneath him. The car got a little tight on him that time through turns 3 and 4. Dylan Westbrook running in that third spot. In 4th, it is the 14 of Jordan Mallett. In 5th, the 28 of Scott Boguski. Sitting in 6th, it's going to be Jonathan Cornell, Sam Haferteep Jr. in 7th, Derek Hagar in 8th, Tyler Thomas in 9th, and Roger Crockett at 10th. Bergman had worked his way up into the top 10, now running at 11. Dale Howard in 12th, Jeff Swindell in 13th, Howard Moore in 14th, and Shane Stewart currently running out your top 15. Couple of drivers still trying the outside line. Most of the field migrating down to the bottom of the Lucas Oil Speedway. As your leader works on lap at number 12, Mark Smith in the M1. Picking his way through slower traffic, has put several slower cars between he and now the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. Westbrook getting up into that second spot. Jennington trying to hold on to third. He's got the 14 of Jordan Mallett knocking hard to try to get around him. As Jennington going to roll up to the high side of turns 1 and 2. Mallett down around the bottom. Advantage will be to the 14 as they hit the back straightaway. Boguski trying to run up into this mix as well as everybody tiptoes around slower traffic. Mark Smith, though, 1.7 seconds last time. It's 2.089 seconds now as Jennington up over the cushion over in turns 1 and 2, trying to go where nobody is, and he's going to lose all kinds of spots. He's going to drop all the way back to the 7th position, it looks like, as they make their way off of turn number 4. Boguski able to make his way by. Westbrook able to make his way by. So was the 15H of Haferteep. Westbrook, one of the drivers that have been running up towards the front of the field now, slipping back a little bit in this one. Boguski back up into the 3rd spot. Lap traffic getting tough as your leaders continue to pace around the bottom of the speedway. It is Mark Smith by 2.086 seconds coming around to try to click off lap number 17. Jordan Mallett In second, there's a pair of lap cars between he and your race leader right now as they work to the back straightaway. Scott Boguski in third, Sam Haverteep Jr. in fourth, Dylan Westbrook in fifth right now, Jonathan Cornell in sixth, Derek Hagar in seventh, Roger Crockett in eighth, Tyler Thomas and Seth Bergman now back into the top 10. He'll look right at the back bumper, the 11 of Crockett as they make their way around to the front straightaway. Your leader, meanwhile, Mark Smith. A little bit of clean racetrack in front of him right now. The driver next in line, the 17W of Harley White. She currently runs in the 18th position. She'll be the final car in the lead lap. She'll miss the bottom line a little bit through turns 3 and 4. Smith trying to close in now. Jordan Mallett from over 2 seconds now has closed it up a little bit, now to 1.3 seconds. As the 11A of Austin O'Neill going to go ahead and take it off of the racetrack. He'll be done early in this one as we have less than 5 laps to go now. Jordan Mallett starting to pick up the pace a little bit. He is starting to reel in Mark Smith more and more now to 1.1 seconds. Around the 24D of Danny Sams. Again, he is a lap machine amongst the leaders right now as they work to the back straightaway. Boguski still running in third. Haverteep and Westbrook continue to round out your top 5. Keep your eye on the 14 of Jordan Mallett. He has been oh so close to a National Tour win. He trails Mark Smith by 9/10 of a second. They will roll up on slower cars. We'll see if lap traffic is the tail or tails here tonight. 2 to go for Mark Smith in M1. Jordan Mallett to his back bumper now as they work to the back straightaway. Smith going to gap him just a little bit. White flag set to fly this time. They will work into turns 3 and 4. Mallett, if he wants it, he'll have to come and get it. He's running out of time. Smith so far stuck behind the 17 of Harley White. Here comes Mallett down to the inside for the race lead. Little bit of contact. Mark Smith's going to hold on to it. To the back straightaway one final time and into the final 2 turns. Jordan Mallett going to close in on him, but does he have enough of a turn number 4? He'll be denied. Mark Smith will win night number 1 of the Hockett-McMillin. Mark Smith going to grab the win. Jordan Mallett going to cross in second. Third going to go to Scott Boguski. Fourth to Sam Haverteep. Fifth to Dylan Westbrook.